Hi, I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW, with an Ask the Therapist question. This is from a female who's 29. She says, from the time I was ages 8 to 12, I was sexually abused, as well as my brother, who's 4 years younger than I am. As I'm getting older, I am learning the thread of lies that I was told from my family regarding the situation. Growing up, I believed my grandmother adopted a child from Haiti. He was 8 years older than I am. Through the time he was 19, he sexually abused me and my younger brother. I repressed much of the memories from my childhood due to this, but I vividly remember the abuse. My mother took me to the university sexual abuse center where I was tested for rape and attended counseling. My parents moved us to Florida away from this. I assumed he had been in trouble until recently I found out that his high school counselor told my parents he would be deported if they reported it, and so it was never reported to the police. After we moved, for years he continued to call and talk to my brother and me, but we refused to talk to him. My grandmother and father hid most of what happened. Now that I'm 29, I want him to be held accountable for his actions, to make sure he isn't hurting any other children. I am not sure what to do or how to handle it. I wanted to contact him, and after much research, learned he changed his name and still was not legally in this country. Because of this abuse, I have sexual issues, depression, and I still cannot trust people. I have seen 3 therapists and it never helps. Just knowing he is married with a child makes me sick and scared. That's a big one. Thanks for writing in, and I'm so sorry about the abuse that you and your brother suffered. What I suggest is to get as much information as you can about him and to call Child Protective Services in your state and just ask for advice on how they would handle it. It sounds like he is now in a different state, but it is often empowering for the victim to report and take action against the perpetrator, even years later. Even if nothing happens, you have actually done something to take a stand for yourself and to take a stand for this person's child. At least the authorities in his state will know that he has a history of sexually abusing children. So call the Department of Child and Family Protective Services in your state. You can just do it anonymously, ask them, and also call Child Protective Services in the state where he resides and get some consultation on how to handle that, what the statute of limitations is for each state, and go from there. But I commend you for wanting to take action, and I think that's a really healthy step. I also I'm curious why you've seen 3 therapists. Going through trauma like this, you may need to hang in there longer with a therapist, and it may be long term. With this kind of trauma, the symptoms can be more chronic, and you may need ongoing therapy throughout your life in order to manage the destruction from what you've been through. So I hope this helps give you some direction. Please report it and let the state take over from there, but at least you have done what you can do. I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW. Visit juliehanks.com for more advice, mental health, and relationship tips. Thanks.